Hello everyone, We Electrical Mirror Magazine is here with Gurmohit Singh from Intertech and Dave Wilson from Durrans. And today we are here to know how the company is working, what are their earning material enhancements and how they are working in the terms to go with the good, and what are their future plans as well. So let's start with a thoughtful conversation. And my first question to you would be, Mr. Dev, that how the partnership is going, that you have been closely working with the Intertech. So how partnership is going and how marketing is establishing in the Indian market?
Well, the Indian market has been something that's been exponential growth for us. We've been working with Intertech since 2012. There was slow growth initially, but India as a country has taken on board Western technologies, and we're seeing fantastic growth in the last few years, especially with the establishment of solar farms, metro systems, and modern technologies where the latest technology in terms of earthing and electrical safety is something that the Indian ministries are taking on board. And we needed a partner that was reliable, consistent, and somebody we trusted. And that's why we went to Marconite. I went to Intertech.
So, sir, do you want to add something?
Yeah, it has been a great partnership with them. We have been successfully positioned the product within PSUs, private sector, solar sector, and the demand is there for the product, and it's growing.
So, sir, there are a lot of earthing material enhancements in the market. So, what technically differentiates Marconite?
Marconite is a product that is a highly reformed carbon and has been manufactured specifically for the needs of the earthing industry. It's manufactured in the UK since the 70s. It's a product now with 50 years of experience and is the only product on the market that is specifically manufactured for this industry. Other products that are out there are byproducts of other industries. And what the difference between our product and the other products out there is that we understand the needs of the electrical engineers and we tailor our product to suit those solutions, whereas other products are just naturally have some characteristics that are beneficial. Ours is manufactured for this market. Not only does it give you the best electrical performance, it gives you longevity, and it gives you the ability to be able to create corrosion resistant products, so it works in any soil conditions. And that's the benefit of Marconite over the other competition: longevity, and basically the ability to work in any soil conditions, so engineers can plan and can design their earthing systems in order to incorporate the benefits of Marconite and give the customers what they want.
Okay, sir, do you want to add something?
Yeah, Marconite is in different. It is basically conductive concrete. The generic name of the product is conductive concrete. Other material available is bentonite. Bentonite is nothing but a moisture-retaining clay. It holds up the moisture for a certain period of time. As soon as heat and current passes, it develops cracks and it leaves the conductor over a period of time, and slowly corrosion comes in and becomes an insulator and stop performing. So that is a basic difference. Marconite is a permanent solution. It can last up to 50 years and we are giving a warranty of 25 years on the product itself.
So my next question to you would be, as solar and wind energy projects are rapidly growing in India, so how Marconite are meeting the requirements for renewable energy installations, and specifically in resistant soils in India?
So Marconite is an incredibly low resistant material. It naturally gives a very low earth resistance. The product itself has a resistivity of 0.001 ohm meter. That's very low in comparison with the competition. And when you make a concrete with this, so you mix our Marconite product with ordinary Portland cement OPC, it forms a concrete out which has a resistance typically of 0.1 ohm meter. That's incredibly low. It means it creates a conductive concrete. So what that allows engineers to do is when they're designing a wind farm or a solar farm, is to put a permanent structure in the ground that will conduct electricity for 25 years, possibly even longer, maybe up to 50 years. And the resistance of that earth pit will be the same on day one as it is after 25 years. There's no change to the material, it doesn't require any water, and it doesn't consume that valuable asset of water, and doesn't require any maintenance. Many other solutions will require someone to inspect it, and then basically to carry out some form of maintenance. Our Marconite product does not require that. It's maintenance, a water-free earthing solution.
Okay, sir, do you want to add something?
I think it's a permanent solution without maintenance, without corrosion, and it can last for up to 50 years.
So, sir, Marconite have been very good in their earthing enhancement materials. So, as India is stepping forward towards making India and sustainable infrastructure development, so what are your future plans to become an fantastic company in Indian local market?
We support the Make in India philosophy. We want to make product here in the longer term. In the current climate, there's no available feedstocks that are suitable to make this. They're available only in the UK and maybe some of the smaller places around the world. What we are planning on doing is doing a level of manufacturing in India. So we'll take our product and we'll do as much added value as we can in India. And then at some point, we'll then be looking at doing a full manufacturing in India if that's at all possible. But in the short term, it's an imported product. In the very near future, that'll be a made in India product. And then we're supporting the need to drive to a fully Indian manufactured product as soon as practical.
Sir, do you want to add something?
Yeah, as Dave said, in near future, maybe we will mixing the product with cement, Marconite with cement, and pack it in India very soon. Thank you.
It's great. So my last question to you would be, as Marconite have been included in major of international projects. So can you please give me one example of installation and how the global experience is helping the Indian market?
So Marconite's been used in the UK extensively for 50 plus years. It was originally a military product, and now it's been involved in many large civil projects. So large nuclear power stations are basically using that in the UK. And I think the prestige brand that people will understand is the London Underground, the London tube system. So the Elizabeth line that runs all the way across London extensively uses Marconite in its earthing of its signalling and also its power systems. And we're also basically now working on the link between London and the north of the UK, which is this High Speed 2. This is new premium high-speed train line that's also used in Marconite. So we're also using it in the broadband systems across the UK. So the telecom company in the UK, British Telecom, world-renowned, developed fibre optics, for example. They use Marconite to earth their the media projects and the internet in the UK. So every green box within housing areas has some Marconite underneath it. So Marconite is used extensively in the UK. We're finding across the world. We use it in the areas of the Middle East. We use it also in the Far East as well. And we do some projects in Americas and across Europe. So we see growth in India more than we see elsewhere, because we see that there's a need for something that works in your environmental conditions. This fantastic day we're standing here. This is your winter. For us, this will be summer. So dry, arid conditions. This is where Marconite performs the best. And it's because it doesn't require water. And I think that's the difference between Marconite and many other products is this waterless, maintenance-free earthing solution, and which can be used anywhere for any system in any ground conditions. And this is what it excels at.
Sir, do you want to add something?
I think Marconite is a good product. We can use for earthing applications and it will last for long. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And we wish you the very best for the great journey. Thank you.